bad. Yourself?
Actually, not too bad here either. The band has been cooperating these 2 meter anyways. Any progress on that item?
Right beside me here.
Does it have all its covers on?
Yeah, but I just gotta slip them off tomorrow and get at it. Finish it up. I got 2 projects to do, that and another one.
Give you a shout late in the day then, alright?
Do that.
3IK standing by for Mr. XT.
WGW.
How you doing there, right?
Very well, Jerry. Thank you. How are you?
Had a busy day. Got lots on the go today. Did lots of jobs. I went visiting this afternoon, so we're a little tired tonight, but hey, got enough strength to do the net starting just about now. Border City Radio Club Sunday night 6-meter net. This net meets most Sunday evenings on the VE3 SMR repeater, 53.030. 2 inputs for your use, downtown Windsor, 52.03. And in the Leamington area, we have an input at 52.05. And that that location requires a PL of 118.8. My name is Jerry. My call, VE3 Echo X-Ray Tango, and we live in the lovely town of LaSalle. So we'll begin the net by asking if there's any emergency or priority traffic this evening. You heard? How about mobile and or portable stations? There's a couple of people around tonight, so I'm going to make a list. Yes, I will check it twice. Go ahead, what's your check-in?
V3 Whiskey Golf Whiskey.
E3 Tango Papa Delta. A3IKE.
VA3 VS.
Echo 3 Tango Golf November.
V3 Fox Mike Echo. There, that's a good group. WGW, TPD, IKE, VS, TGN, and SME. For a while there, I thought all the check-ins were going to be from the southeast corner of the county. So Graham, once again, good evening. Trust all is well along the lake. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very nice and quiet. VE3 EXT and the crew, VE3 WGW. Yeah, everything is good here. Very quiet. Wind is minimal. 0.9 mile an hour right now. Heavy windstorm. Yeah. But anyway, no, just taking it easy. Haven't been doing much at all lately. Just taking it easy and taking care. And when gentleman from Windsor comes on, his brother was in the hospital there. I forget his name. But anyway, how's your brother doing? You can let us know on when you get your key up at the mic there. So, yeah. But anyway, just hope everything is good and everything is back to reasonably normal again. Windsor Essex still in stage 2, but we're stage 3 now, but there's not much difference. Mary and I did have a little excitement. We went to eat in at a restaurant here a few days ago, and my heavens, the first time in about 6 months that we got to go in the restaurant, sit down and eat, and really enjoyed it. But anyway, back to you, Jerry, VE3 EXT and the crew, VE3 WGW.
Graham, it's amazing how we take things for granted, and suddenly when they're not available, we miss them. That included. And that would be Tim, VA3 TGN, who when he comes in, I'm sure will be glad to give us a update on his brother. So moving on to your neighbor down there, George, V3TPD. Hello there.
DXT and the gang from VE3 TPD. Not much going on around here. Did a little bit of yard work today to cleaning the driveway up. Had to get rid of a bunch of clumps of grass and stuff. And a cornfield on either side of the driveway to enhance the coolness effect. Yeah, right. Not much else though. It's been a warm day, and I've been trying to stay out of it as much as possible, and just kind of chilling down here in the shack. Sounds like you got a good gang together there tonight, and I don't know. I haven't checked to see what kind of propagation we've got. Every once in a while, I've been going on the sideband portion of the band, and I hear stuff up there once in a while, and sometimes not so much. Anyway, not much else to add. We'll turn it back over to you, the TPD, clear, turn it back to net.
Yes, we, next to our flying field, we have a cornfield, and the odd time a plane goes in the corn. And if it's muggy outside, it's twice as muggy inside the rows of the corn. It's amazing how the heat gets trapped in there. So not very comfortable if you have to go in. And Ike in Leamington, the VA3IKE, once again, hello.
VA3IKE, good evening everyone. Graham, George, Bob, Tim, Brett. Yeah, I may be missing somebody here, me and you, I guess. Anyways, not doing a whole lot, just playing radio. That's all I can do anymore, and I'm so glad I'm able to. Just so I'll give you a little 6-meter report. Last night, out around this time, around 7:30, worked a station in Echo November 70, very close to Indianapolis, on 6 meters. And he gave me a really nice signal report, and I actually gave him a nice one. So either the band was slightly enhanced last night, or this antenna's working better every day. That's about all I got. By the way, it's horizontal, it's not the vertical one. And there you go. V3XT, VA3IKE.
I assume that was sideband, not FM, correct?
Sideband, yep.
For you. All right, good catch. All right, Ike, very good, thank you. And moving on to Windsor, Bob, VA3VS, hello.
Yeah, very good evening to yourself and everybody on the net, VA3VS. Yeah, I caught a little bit of the 10-meter opening this morning, Jerry, but this is only the second time I visit the shack today. Not the best day to be working outside, I can pick 'em, but we got a lot done and that's it, so no more. Anyway, nothing else for the net. Have a good net, and I always seem to forget this net on a Sunday, but I managed to stay awake tonight. Anyway, V3EXT, VA3VS.
Well, thanks for checking in and staying awake. And Tim, VA3TGN, how are you doing, and how's your brother doing?
Well, I didn't hear anything myself there, Jerry. Usually the nursing home calls me. That is news to me, and I often call the nursing home. Other than that, I'm doing just fine. I'm just relaxing after being up there in the Grey Bruce area there for 9 days, and it was beautiful. That what's the name? I didn't hear anything from the nursing home, so I can't fill you in was up, but I hope he didn't have a relapse. But I sure give them a phone call. There's nobody really on duty during the weekend, but tomorrow they'll be open for phone calls. That's all I have, and I'm doing okay. I'm just resting, watching TV, and I had a nice contact on net there Monday night on Ontario wide at DMR. I talked to a fellow in Australia, so that was good. And back to you, Jerry, VE3TGN, Forest Clay.
Tim, very good. Yeah, I was looking at a map of Hanover up there. There's a flea market next weekend, I think. in Hanover, but it's a 4-hour drive each way, so it's too far. Not in the mood for that at this moment, unfortunately. But there's second annual trunk sales, whatever. So anybody interested, there's an opening there next weekend. And out to Cottam, Brett, VE3FME, go ahead.
V3EXT, this is VE3FME, Brett out in Cottam/Essex. Hello, everybody. It's a good evening to all on net. It's nice to hear people checking in. Well, it's been an interesting day. It's a good day today. Yard is nice. Even though it's very hot out, like right now it's pushing 30 degrees C, I have a lot of shade trees, so. And I've been doing a lot of maintenance work on my masts and antennas here, so I haven't been doing a lot of radio. So, but you got to do the maintenance, or you won't be able to get out later when you want to turn it on. And my tomatoes are just going nuts outside. It's amazing what's happening with plants. I'm going to be up to my armpits in tomatoes. So send me tree, everybody, and with that, I'll turn it back to you, Jerry. Net control, VE3EXT, VE3FME, Brett.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, we're picking tomatoes too. We got quite a few of them. And I think they're peaking right now. And it looks like some of the bottoms of the plants are dying already. I find that interesting, but they've given us quite a few tomatoes, so maybe that's what they do after. All right, we'll move on here, and again, remind everybody that this is the Border City Radio Club, Sunday night, 6-meter net. Are there any further check-ins for the net?
VA3VA. Well, 3 Tango Mike Golf.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Very good, Ike. Okay, we acknowledge VA3VA and Tango Mike Golf. Go ahead, Ed. Hello.
Yeah, V3XT in the net. This is VA3VA coming to you courtesy of Rick, V3TV's 2-meter, which is great for me. I'm sitting on the front porch here, so I hope I'm hitting his rig okay there, 2 blocks away. Anyway, nothing new here, just working on the solar system on the motorhome today, testing. And got the refrigerator and the hot water heater and all that running for free, I guess. Well, it's not for free when you figure you have to put the solar system in. But everything seems to be working good, so I guess we're not going to have to need any electricity too often from other sources. So other than that, it's quite warm out here, that's for sure. And not a day for working in the sun, that's for sure. V3XT in the net, VA3VA.
Good. Well, you came through nice and clear. Everything's good on Rick's link. And, yeah, I worked outside too, but most of my jobs today were in the shade. And I did it on purpose and saved them up to do that. Because in the sun, it's pretty warm. Can stand the sun a little bit, but not like I used to. So thanks, Ed, for checking in. And moving over to the west side of Windsor, VE3TMG. Good evening, Terry.
Good evening, everybody on that, VE3TMG. It's Dan Dano coming in on Rick's link as well. And, yeah, Brett, thanks for reminding me. I look forward to this time of year every year to get out and get some field tomatoes, and I haven't gotten them yet. I'm going to have to find where I can go grab some. Nothing better than field tomatoes for sure. And, yeah, Jerry, I had Sean over here for a few hours on Saturday to straighten out my coax on the mast, so got all that done, and fortunately it was the coax coming from my 17-meter with cable dipole, and in order to reach it, had to pull the rotor out, slide everything down until we got to that antenna and tie everything back up, but Sean got her done. It was looking nice and neat again, so I think I'm good for a little bit. Anyway, getting ready for the hockey game, and remembered about the net, have to be in the shack, so I thought I'd give you another check-in. So, hello to everybody, and hope everybody's well. And back to you, Jerry. This is VE3TMG.
Okay, well, I'm glad you were successful in your project there with Sean. And hockey-wise, I can't really get excited about hockey in the middle of a blasting summer. I don't know why, but to me it's a winter activity. So I'm hearing about it via my grandkids and their father, but other than that, not really following it. But glad to know it's on so that people who want to watch it have an activity that they can do for 2-3 hours. All right, Terry, thank you very much. And again, this is the Border City Radio Club. Are there any further check-ins for the net?
VA3, EVP, Dennis, come speak, URU.
We have you checked in and have noted you as QRU. Good to hear you. And trust all is well. Anyone else? Being heard, we'll throw it open for any questions, comments, or whatever pleases you. Go ahead. Well, we won't prolong the net. I've got something I can do, and I have something to do at 8:30. Trying to get a hotspot going, and using Skype as a link. Hopefully we can get something going here. Anyway, we'll put out a last call for the Border City Radio Club Sunday night 6-meter net. Anyone else? QRZ, go ahead.
I said, I'm back.
Very pleased. Do you have any additional words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom, but Brett's still listening. Hey, since the squirrels seem to love my tomatoes, I didn't get one so far this year. Had lots growing. They grew up to be about the size of a ping pong, and then the squirrels came over and ate them all. So, Brett, if you went up to your armpits in them, you just put them in one of those little quart bags or quart boxes or a bushel or a peck or whatever it is, and I'll be around to pick them up high. There you go. That's about it. Because I do like tomatoes grown in real dirt instead of in that styrofoam stuff. Styrofoam. Insulation stuff. You guys know what I mean. B3XTVA3IK.
Last if Brett has any rebuttal there. Brett, go ahead.
Roger, I do. V3FME. I'm going to be up to my armpits in tomatoes, I think. And they're getting pretty fair size, and I haven't had a squirrel problem yet, but I've heard about chipmunks eating these things, too. So hopefully you don't have any chipmunks over there, right? And if you want some later, well, they haven't started ripening yet, but you're welcome to have some when they do ripen. Okay, 73, and back to you guys. V3FME.
There you go, Ike. Somebody's gonna make you happy. And it was interesting the other day. We wanted some stuff, so we decided to make a little fruit stand run. And there's really no fruit stands between Amherstburg and to the east side of Kingsville. There's one or two very small ones between Harrow and Kingsville. But any ones of the decent sized ones are all between Kingsville and Leamington, coincidentally. Now there is a good sized operation between Amherstburg and Windsor. Actually, there's two of them. But we went for a ride, and interesting to note that a lot of the fruit stands weren't around this year. A lot of them were empty. And as I say, a couple of small operations, but the big ones were east of Kingsville. Anyway, last call for the net. Anyone? Make it a good week, all, and we'll see you here next Sunday evening, and thank you very much for your participation in the net. This is V3EX Clear.
Call you later, maybe in about 20 minutes, half an hour?
No, I'm going to be tied up on Skype trying to get something working. It's now or never.
Morning?
Say again?
Hey, tomorrow morning?
Yes, I should be here anytime after 8:30, 9 o'clock is good.
Roger. By the way, just for anybody who wants, if anyone's noticing, I'm getting a repeater in at 60 over, and it usually only comes in at about 20, and on a good day 40. So at 60. The band might just be up a little on 6, even, simplex.
Yesterday I came in here because I heard two guys talking on 52525, the calling channel, and they weren't very clear, but there's somebody in there, and I didn't hear them after that. So there could be an enhancement. I have been able to key up the Toledo repeater fairly consistently, morning, noon, and night the last few days. Better in the evenings or first thing in the morning. In the middle of the day it's pretty scratchy. And did make one Q cell there. So, hey, you might be right, Ike. We'll give her a try if we have time there later. Talk to you tomorrow, V3EX, T-Clear.
The frequency.
Toledo is 53.110. Inputs 1 meg down, 52.110 with a TL of 103.
Right now, I'll see if I can hear it. I don't believe I have it programmed, and even if I do, it's not proper because I can never key it up, so I'll have a listen and look for it.
Go over there in a minute and give you a call if I can key it up, just for fun. In about 1 minute, how's that?
Listening, VA3IK.
VA3IKE, VA3VS.
Just thinking of you, VA3VS, VA3IK. Meet me on here in about another minute, okay?
No worries, I'll be monitoring. VA3VS.
Okay, we'll be right back.
You're listening here. I was not able to bring it up. Go ahead. A3IKE, how copy?
Back on frequency.
I was not able to key it up, Ike. It did not come up.
Even though I said I had a 103 tone and et cetera, so I don't know what's going on there. But okay, thanks, Jerry. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning, okay?
Good. And you and Bob carry on.
Thanks. 7-3. VA3VS, VA3IKE.
Yeah, VA3IKE, VA3VS. Oh my, what am I doing here? I've got really bad, crikey. Anyway, I'm not going to keep it too long. I've got a bad SWR here. When I called in, I was on the vertical, but I think I had a bad patch lead. I could hardly hear the repeater. I could probably spit it if I was on the roof. Anyway, Ike, can you give me an audio report? I'm using a different microphone, and I'm not sure if I've got the mic level properly set. Over.
Well, I can tell you this, if you talk into it, I can hear you quite well. But when you were like this, or something like this, I had to turn the volume up, but, and then all of a sudden you went like this, so I don't know, did you bring the mic closer?
I was tending to stay back from it because I thought I may be overdriving it. Is this okay now?
For me, but I don't think you're overdriving it. I find that I have to turn the volume up all the time to hear some people. Like when Terry was on, I could barely hear him compared to Jerry and in this case, this audio. But again, you know, sometimes people like to talk like this into their microphone and you can't hear nothing.
Sorry. I pushed the wrong button there. I totally missed all of that over.
Okay, the accent got me. You did what? Where? Who?
Yeah, I pushed the wrong button there. I disappeared off frequency. I never heard a thing you said. Over.
Okay, I got you. All right. Fat fingers or fingers that don't cooperate. That's why my radios are almost out of reach. I have to make a concerted effort to reach over. However, all the buttons are on the mic, except for this one. This only has two buttons, an up and a down. Anyways, what I was saying was, sometimes people talk like this into their microphone, and even though we can hear them, it's really, really low, but this is the way you sound when you're talking to me now. Over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not very sure of this microphone. I thought I would try it on FM first and see how it sounds, but what was throwing me off was the bad cable. After I called in, the repeater dropped to about S1, so I knew I had a problem. And I'm using my horizontal antenna at the moment. That's why the SWR is not so good on here.
You know what they say, the radio doesn't amount to a hill of beans if the antenna don't work, and there's too many problems, wrong coax, bad connectors, bad SWR. So, yeah, you got to make sure the antenna works before the radio will.
Absolutely. I ain't working. Well. Okay, well, that's fine. I think I'm going to be okay with this set. I can increase or decrease the mic gain, but if you're telling me this sounds okay here, I think we're good to go, isn't it?
I like it. Like I said, I don't have to strain to hear, and I don't have to get close to the radio. I can sit back and relax and listen to you. And I do have a question. Did you ever get those, what were those, diodes or variacs or whatever the heck they were?
VA3, VS. Oh, the micro switches. They were meant to show up on Wednesday, and then I got a notification saying it would be Friday, and of course it didn't show up Friday, so I don't know when they're going to show up now. Hopefully next week. But me and the XYL, we've been suffering this week. I won't expand any more than say Montezuma's revenge. So my project's been put on hold for a bit.
Like you're having a crappy day.
No pun intended, eh?
Yeah, very good. Well, yeah, actually there was, but okay. Of course I intended it to be that way. Anyways, good stuff. All right, Bob. You have a good one. Hopefully tomorrow is part of next week. So is today. So maybe you'll get it Monday or Tuesday. And, I'd like to see how that sounds and works out. Because I don't know, are you putting it on 2 meters, or are you going to put it on 6, or what are you going to do with it?
Oh no, I've got a homebrew Yagi for 6 meters up there at the moment. It's strictly 2 meters. That's why I need the micro switches. I tested the motor the other day, and I built a mag loop, I don't know how many years ago. And I made my own controller with it, so what I'm doing, the mag loop now goes on to a special mount I've got on my roof rack on the SUV, and I tune it manually now, which is quicker. So I'm using the control unit to control the motor, and it's very slow running, but I need the micro switches to stop it when it's vertical, and then when I reverse it, I need it to stop it horizontal. Just an experiment, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, the quad lends itself to this because the square elements don't care if they're being excited vertically or horizontally. So just spinning the element through 90 degrees is giving me both polarization. Over.
Well, when you're ready, you do know how to find me, and if you don't, somebody will find me, and I'll meet you on 2 horizontal and vertical, and we'll test it out.
Absolutely, you're the go-to guy.
I don't know if I'm a go-to guy as much as I'm a always around guy.
Either one works, right?
You know, physical limitations aside, there's really not a whole lot we can do anyways. Thank God I got 2 and 6.
QSL. Well, I'm looking forward to it, but I'll be making short trips, backwards and forwards. That's the limit. I'm glad I got out today, though. You know, I was getting cabin fever, but I couldn't go too far. I didn't want to chance it. But I should have it finished this week. Hopefully, I'm better tomorrow, and that'll be it. It's pretty sad looking at the moment. I've just got the third director element on. That's as far as I go. But all the pieces are there for the, the sleeve and everything else for it rotating. So once the micro switches show up, I'll get it all assembled, and I've even got a cover to put over it to keep it waterproof. So we should be off to the races. Over.
Very good. I went out today too, out to the backyard, and I was torn. The front yard or backyard, but the backyard was bigger, so I went out to the backyard, and that's when I looked again, and damn squirrels. That's all I got to say about it. Damn squirrels.
Yeah, QSL. Well, I've had to replace feed line before. The bit through my 300 ohm ribbon cable. What can you do? Okay, I'm going to head downstairs. I'm not going to stay up here too long. But I'll keep you in the loop there for no pun intended. And again, thanks for the microphone check.
Very good. I enjoy, and hey, I don't mind being a Ballon whatsoever, because that's the kind of loop you 3IK. I'm going to go over to 2 meters, and I see there's a band open between here and Sandusky, and I don't know if it's 2 or 432, but I'm going to check. And another one open from here towards Toronto. So, hey, we'll work across the lake. 7-3 for now. VA3IKE clear.
VA3IKE, VA3VS. 7-3 Ike, have a good evening.